Let's take a look at what Tesla did today. So today, Tesla is up $8.01, 2.44%, closed at 336.51. Post-market, we seem to be down a little bit more. So let's take a look at what these numbers mean on the chart. Okay, so remember, yesterday was a pretty perfect day. Tesla was down yesterday, closed not very far from 326.34, which was a support that we used in the past, November of last year. November of last year, we stayed just above that number, except for these 2 days. We stayed above that number and used it as a launch pad. Right now, we are into this downward channel and we are back onto the same number. This is why we stopped actually. Stocks tend to stop in the same places. Stocks have rest areas. If you identify the rest areas and they are not at even numbers, it's not 325, it's not 300, no, 326.34. So this is why it requires art and skill in order to find exactly where these numbers are. But once you identify them, you can use them for months and years to come. This is a very powerful tool. So yesterday we stopped at 326.34. There was a possibility that we could go lower. That possibility is still there. We know that we have lots of support lines. Supports are places where buyers magically show up to buy stocks. So we have a lot of support right here. Because we have a lot of support, we won't be surprised if Tesla bounces on it. It's possible that it does not, but we would not be surprised if it bounces on it. If it breaks through all of these supports, we also have a little bit of support right here because of this downward resistance, which is a declining support. So every single day it goes down. It's hard for me to tell you exactly a number. 309 is a decent number. If we go lower than 309, we could go a little bit further. But the real test is going to be this downward bearish channel support. But my point here is that once we break through this bunch of support, then boom, we are going to be free and we could go quite fast to 273.79. So we don't know if we are going to go through this bunch of support or not. But if we do, boom, 273.79 is going to come very fast. Today, Tesla is up. Does that mean that everything is nice and Tesla is going to just go back up all of a sudden? No, it does not mean that. Any stock that you take a look at that falls fast can have a rebound effect. We call that a dead cat bounce. Even if a dead cat falls to the ground, he is going to bounce a little bit. It does not mean that the cat is still alive. So right now, we cannot conclude that Tesla wants to go higher. Why cannot we conclude that? We have many reasons. We are still into this very tiny downward channel. This is a downward channel within the bigger downward channel. This is a shorter term downward channel. Because we are still inside of it, then we know that we are still going down. We stop going down when we break these channels. We are still in this one. We are still in that one until we break outside of it. And we have not done so today. We have not done so today. We have tried to do it today. We tried to do it. You see it here. I'm going to make it super big. We tried to do it. We came outside of it in terms of the price. The price came outside of this downward resistance right here. We came outside temporarily, but we closed back into it. So this means that this downward channel, downward trend is still alive and kicking. So we are still going down. This is one reason why Tesla has not shown us right now that it wants to magically start to go higher. Another reason is that we don't have stochastic over 60. This indicator is necessary for any stocks to move higher sustainably. If you look at any stocks, UGL, ProShare Ultra Gold, So each time you have stochastic over 60, boom, we went higher. Stochastic over 60 here, we went higher. Each time you don't have stochastic over 60 on the time frame, don't believe the move up, even if there is a move up in the stock. So this is a second reason why I don't think that Tesla is ready yet. It could be ready tomorrow. It could be ready next week, in 3 weeks. Nobody knows, but we know. We are looking at the present. We are looking at the facts. Right now, there's no indication that Tesla wants to go higher at all. So we are basically at a standstill. We stopped at 326.34. If we take a look at the 1 hour chart, I just adjusted the lines a little bit to encompass the additional candles that we have on the 1 hour chart. This is why I have this new one right here. So on the 1 hour chart, we are almost out of it, but we still don't have stochastic over 60. And as I said, in order for a stock to tell us that it wants to go higher, we need to break a downward resistance, then break a horizontal resistance, and stochastic over 60. We don't really have a break of downward resistance, and even less a break of horizontal resistance. That horizontal resistance is going to be at 350. This one is an even number. It's rare. We could be just bouncing between 326.34 and 350. So this is what we know. But we don't have any signs that Tesla wants to go higher, even on the 1 hour chart. Let's take a look at the VIX to see what the rest of the market has done. So VIX continuing down, we are happy, 0.13, 0.81% down. This is helping the stock market as a whole. The 10-year bonds, this is not helping. Bonds going higher is not helping anything because people can put their money in a 10-year bond at 4.6% and sleep on it. Each time the 10-year bonds is going higher, then it can have a negative effect on the stock market. So this one going higher today, this is not good news. Let's take a look at the rest of the market. Dow Jones. Dow Jones maintaining itself on the support, weakening a little bit because we went lower during the day, closed back above, barely kept it above. So we can still say that Dow Jones is going higher. Dow Jones is still bullish. We can say it. We might not be able to say it tomorrow, but we can see it today. SPX is a different story. SPX is going down, trending down. S&P is trending down. Short term is trending down. Overall, long term, it's still long term trending up. It's still trending up for now, but recently it has been going down. And this is continuing. Once we are going to break this resistance right here, we are going to be able to say that short term, it's no longer going down. Nasdaq, a pretty good day. So we had a nice bounce on that support. Of course, yesterday we did not go as low as that support, but at least today we touched that support and closed even higher than where we closed yesterday. So we are up 0.12%. And Russell, the small caps, just going sideways, and we can now say that we are outside of this bullish channel. The market as a whole is not doing that great. It is not doing that great. So take that in consideration when you are thinking of going long in something. The market is just a little bit iffy. So yes, we can have some stocks that perform better than the market, but most of them won't. So choose wisely. And also in terms of economic data, we had some information this morning that came out. Core inflation rate month over month, 0.4%. And the forecast was at 0.3. So inflation is inching up a little bit. Core inflation rate year over year, 3.3 versus 3.1 as a forecast. So you see, everything is a little bit higher in terms of inflation. So this is not too nice either. This is not the best news that we had today. And let's take a look at a few news headlines. So Elon Musk's net worth falls below 400 billion as Tesla stock plummets. Yeah, the word plummets is interesting. Of course, Elon has many Tesla shares, so of course he's losing in value. Also, Sam Altman and Elon Musk feud timeline. Altman says Musk isn't a happy person after crazy OpenAI offer. I won't go into that, but OpenAI was supposed to be a non-profit. Elon invested in it as a non-profit, and Sam Altman changed it to a for-profit all of a sudden. This is what Elon does not like. Also, Tesla is looking to deploy 500 kilowatt V4 superchargers at less than 40,000 per stall. This is incredible. I think that the most powerful chargers right now are Electrify America at 350 kilowatts. So this is absolutely huge. Let's hope that the regular cars can use it and not only the semi. Also, energy storage expansion at Shanghai Mega Factory met with drop in Tesla stock. So Tesla is just opening a new mega factory in Shanghai, but the shares are still tumbling. Kimball Musk's massive Tesla stock sale shakes the market. Let's take a look at this one. Director Kimball Musk has made a significant move by selling 75,000 shares of Tesla stock, bringing in a staggering 27 million. He is going to party this weekend. China's BYD links up with DeepSeek in an AI threat to Tesla. The DeepSeek is pretty good, but still, I think Tesla is way ahead of everybody else in terms of self-driving. Interesting day today. We are not out of the woods yet. We are still looking at it every single day. There's no bullish sign on the 1 hour chart and definitely no bullish signs on the daily chart. We need to be patient and act when it's the right time. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.